Do you want to increase profitability of your business by using an ERP? Hi, this is Kushal Advaryu, founder of DigiEn Infosoft, and in this video I'm going to share some insights with you which will enable you to increase profitability of your business by using a business management solution like an ERP or an MRP. So let us start understanding all these points one by one. While we have implemented ERP software across 8 to 10 different industry segments, we understand what exactly you should be doing to increase profitability of your organization when you're using such a sophisticated software like an ERP. The final goal for any business is actually the growth, and the growth comes from the profitability. The more the profitability, the more growth you are able to achieve. So there are certain parameters we need to understand while we are targeting to achieve this growth. We cannot achieve profitability increase just by implementing a software, but in the software we need to take care of a lot of things which will help the organization to reduce the operational timeline and improve the efficiency, which will ultimately improve the profitability of the organization, and it will allow you to clock year on year turnover increase, which will make your organization grow. So this is not just about generating information, insights, charts and reports from the software, but it is also more about understanding the process of the organization, how it is being taken care of by the software, and how exactly the software is functioning to facilitate the operations which we are executing on daily basis in the company. So whenever you want to generate a new insight, do we have the parameter actually available in the system? What if we want to change the parameters of the insights? What if we want to introduce something new in the software which is going to give us the details that we require to make our projects more profitable than before? So it is important to keep these points in sight while you're brainstorming about implementation of an ERP software, or if you are already using an ERP software which can be modified in a way which will generate the desired output for you. So let us have a look at all these points. Point number one, identify key business performance indicators. You understand your business, your industry well. So you understand what are the parameters that you require to understand how the business is performing. So when we are using such a digital system like an ERP, we are able to generate whatever data you want from the software or whatever information that you require from the software. So in order to get this information from the software, we need to understand what are the parameters that we will require to understand the growth of the company, the business of the company, and the regular operations of the company. Now, after identifying these parameters, we need to ensure that all of these parameters are available in the software and we are getting the desired output. The desired output in terms of reports and charts and analysis. So when we have this data readily available, it will be easier for you to understand the business of your company, the growth that you are clocking, and it will also allow you to understand the performance of the different processes, operations, departments and employee, so that it will allow you to take the corrective measures wherever required and change the flow of the company so that it is functioning smoother than before. Point number two, identify underperforming processes. Now, when we have data of each the process or operation being done in the software, we can get the information on which department is performing how, which operation is performing how well, or which processes is taking longer time. So in that way, you will have the clear picture of where the improvement is required. So where all the underperforming processes are, we will get to know. So now when we have identified underperforming processes, we can also identify why these processes are not performing as per the expectation or what is hampering the regular execution. So wherever we require new resources or improved resources or efficiency improvement, it will be easier for us to introduce these things. So now when we have taken these measures, it will help the company to function faster and complete the projects faster. Next point, identify common activities across department. So there are common activities being performed across departments and this can be clubbed together. So in your software, you need to have a single workflow which is executing all these steps. So this is going to reduce overall time of performing a project. So may it be a production project or a service-based project, If you have common activities identified, then these common activities can reduce a lot of time of the execution. So an example would be like, is at each and every step, what notification should be there for vendors, employees, customer, that can be automated. Next point, determine all the processes for digitalization. You may be already having an ERP, but you need to understand that certain processes can be digitalized and certain processes are difficult to digitalize. In today's information age, almost all the operations in a company can be digitalized. So you need to know still, which operations are being performed manually in the company and which of these operations or processes have scope to be digitalized in the software. So even if you are using an ERP in your company right now, you can talk to the vendor and tell him that these are the processes that we need to digitalize and we need to add in the software. That way you will have a further reduction in the overall operation time, and this is going to increase productivity of the company, which will lead to more profitability for the company. So all the points which we have discussed so far are more related to structure of an organization or of the software. Now I'm going to share some of the points which are more analytics related in the company. So next point is all about identifying all the employee efficiency. So you need to identify which employees are performing better and which employees require some attention. So where the attention is required, you can schedule some extra training sessions or some introduce some more resources for them to function faster. This way you will be increasing overall efficiency of the company to complete the projects in a smoother manner and faster way than before. It is needless to say that this is going to increase profitability of your company from the same projects which are being executed. Next point, identify best performing vendors. Now obviously vendor performance is also crucial for manufacturing industry. The raw material supply from certain vendor which is producing good products in our company and getting positive feedback from customer. Now we need to take care of these vendors and we need to identify, we need to build a rapport with them so that we get their raw material on time. We will have enough stock in the inventory and our products will always be of the highest quality that we desire and are more our customer desires. Next point is identifying best performing clients. Yes, we also need to identify who are our best performing clients. Best performing clients in terms of less number of negative feedback and on time payment of the invoices and less hassles for the delivery. So all these insights can be generated in an ERP software. ERP has the capability to record all this data and give you this type of analysis as well. So when you club this kind of analysis of best performing client with vendor and employee, you will have a much larger picture of how the company is functioning, and it will actually lead you to understand how you are generating profits from existing business and how you will be earn more profits using the same operations and same products. Next point, reduce turnaround time of your products or production or project management. So ERPs now come with a comprehensive project management solution as well. Even in case of production, we can plan it in a better way using an ERP. And if we are combining processes together, if we are automating them, then it will require less time to execute the same amount of work. So this is going to reduce the turnaround time. It is going to produce results faster for us. We are going to clock more year on year turnover, and it is actually going to earn more profits to you. Next point, map the best raw material with the best products. So we need to understand what type of raw material which we are procuring from certain vendor, and the product that we are manufacturing using this raw material is getting a good feedback from the customers. And even in terms of quality on our own standard, these products are best. So we need to map this raw material. We need to make sure that this raw material will always be available to us, or we need to identify what are the options of this raw material, so that when we are producing a best quality product, in that case we will never have the shortage of the best quality raw material. Next point, seamless stock management across locations. So there are many companies functioning at different locations. They will have warehouse at one location, factory at another location, their godown at some other location. So in that case, the company is actually transporting a lot of goods between these locations. Now we need to have a proper system which is giving us a clear scenario of what inventory is there at which location. So in that case, we always have the optimal inventory in sight, and we are able to move around stocks faster than before. Now, when we are able to move around stocks faster than before, our manufacturing activity will also become faster. The jargons which are there in communication and transportation can be removed with a proper stock management solution in an ERP only, and it is going to yield far much better results for you as a company. So by understanding and using all these points in your ERP, existing ERP, or while procuring a new ERP, if you have these points in sights, then it is needless to say that you are going to clock more profits from the same projects or same number of production in your company, and it will actually lead to more profitability in the company. If you need more details about such topics, then please contact us at info@digien.in. If you like this video, share with others. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye.